So, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to Instituto Party Pasteleria Training Center. I am Joshua Diopyana, your competency assessor for bread and pastry production. So, before anything else, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Ms. Irene Sanya. Good afternoon, ma'am. Don't worry because she's not going to assess you, but she is going to observe if the contact of assessment is in accordance with the prescribed competency procedure and methodology. So, before we start, I would like to check first our attendance. So, please place your signature adjusted to your name, to our attendance sheet, and also submit to me your admission slip. Super done. Okay, thank you. So, as I checked your self-assessment guide, all of you answered yes. So it means that you are ready because you know and can perform all of the units of competencies in bread and pastry production. So the purpose of this assessment is determining the level of your competency for your qualification and certification. So the task to be performed are the unit of competency in bread and pastry production, and they are the following. So prepare and produce bakery products, and prepare and produce pastry products, and the following. So for the methods of assessment, all of your performance in your assessment will be gathered and collected to the method of assessment, which will be used such as demonstration of skills and oral questioning, which will determine your underpinning knowledge and skills. So you will be graded as competent and not yet competent. So if you are graded competent, you will be able to receive your national certificate. And if you were found not yet competent, you may still apply for your reassessment. So for your assessment procedure, you may still apply for your reassessment anytime in your convenience. And in case that the assessment is a full qualification, you have to undergo the whole process. And in case that you are already competent with some of the unit competencies, the reassessment will only focus on the unit of competencies that you were found not yet competent. So if you fail for 2 consecutive assessments, you'll be advised to take a refresher course before applying for your reassessment. So don't worry because all of the result of the assessment will be kept confidential and will be only kept in a secure place. So this will only be available to those authorized persons in the institution where you had your actual training in order to maintain the integrity of the assessment process. So for your personal needs, the washroom is located at the 3rd floor beside the pool room. And please also be advised that you are not allowed to leave the premises without the permission of your competency assessor and the around the assessment area. And also, please follow the security policy and follow the procedures in the assessment center facilities. And also, please be advised that cell phone is likewise prohibited. And if you have difficulties understanding the specific instruction, don't hesitate to call my attention because I am more than willing to translate it in vernacular. And if you want to clarify something, you can do so. And if you want to clarify something, you can do so. And also, if you have physical difficulties, do not hesitate to call my attention. And also, don't forget to observe safety while doing a difficult task. Check the equipment before plugging it. And also, in case that you encounter equipment malfunction, don't forget to call my attention because in order for it to be documented. And also, please observe body mechanics while lifting heavy equipment in order to avoid injuries. So in case of accident, don't forget to call my attention in order for you to be provided with first aid. And if emergency arises, our medical staff are set. So our training center is well-maintained and created in a conducive environment to any kinds of health condition, and it is open to all kinds of denomination. So, with that being said, do you have any question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, with that being said, we will start our assessment process. So, I have here the specific instructions. So, kindly read and understand the content in order for you to be guided. And because remember that once the assessment started, you are only allowed to ask questions to me and not to your co-candidates. Okay, do you have any questions?
None, sir.
So with that regards, let us start our assessment, and now I am going to assign you your numbers. So candidate number 1, please proceed to our assessment area, and candidate number 2, please proceed to our waiting area. Thank you so much. So good morning again, candidate number 1, please read the specific instruction in order for you to be guided, because once the assessment has started, you are only allowed to ask questions to me as your competency assessor. So, do you have any question?
None, sir.
So, with that being said, you may now start your demonstration. Okay, time's up. Now that you are done with your demonstration, it's now time for your oral questioning. So my first question is that, how do you feel now?
I feel nervous, sir.
Okay, it's okay to be nervous. So for your first question, for our oral questioning, explain the role of yeast in baking.
Yeast is a leavening agent that is used to let the dough rise before baking and to achieve a perfect result of the dough.
Yes, exactly. So now you are done with your assessment. Please allow me to record your result, and I will come back. So good day again. It's candidate number 1. I have here the result of your assessment. So first, my question is, how do you feel now?
I think I feel more confident.
Okay, that's good to hear. So, if you were going to rate your performance from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how would you rate yourself?
I will rate my performance 9.
Oh, that's so high. Okay, from my observation, you were able to use the tools and the equipment in making the cake, and you were also able to follow the procedures in baking the cake. So as a result, the cake was able to rise, and you were able to achieve the perfect texture. So, however, you have to maintain the cleanliness and the orderliness of the work area after activity. And also, please remember to follow the OHS policy, which are the Occupational Health and Safety Policy. For your oral questioning, you were also able to answer all of the questions satisfactorily. So with that being said, you meet all of the requirements in our competency standard. So which means that you are found competent. So congratulations, Miss candidate number 1. So please kindly sign the cards and the rating sheet. So that will be your claim stub upon your which you will receive from the AC manager, and once you receive that, you may now go to the test the office, which is located at the Grand Center Terminal, 2nd floor in the Lucena City. So you have to pay 50 pesos and attach your ID picture, passport size ID picture, and after 5 working days, you may now able to claim your national certificate. So also don't forget to bring your transaction receipt and your valid ID. So once again, congratulations. Candidate number 1. You may now go to the waiting area and please call the next candidate.
Okay, so thank you.
Thank you so much. Good day again, candidate number 2. Please read the specific instruction so that you will be guided, because once the assessment has started, you're only allowed to ask questions to me as your competency assessor. So do you have any question?
No, sir.
So with that being said, you will now start your demonstration. Okay, time's up. Candidate number 2. It seems that we're done with the demonstration, and now you're going to proceed with your oral presentation. So my first question is, how do you feel now?
I'm ready, sir.
Okay, that's good to hear. My first question for our oral question is, explain the role of yeast in baking.
Yeast is served as a liquid agent.
Okay, that's good to hear. You are now done with your assessment, with the performance of your assessment. Please allow me to record your performance, and I will come back for a few moments. Would that be okay?
Yes, sir.
And now I have here your result of your performance. So my first question is that, how do you feel now?
I'm okay, sir.
Okay, that's good to hear. So, based on my observation from your performance, you were able to use the tools and the equipment in baking the cake. But however, you were not able to follow the procedures and the steps in baking the cake. So, as a result, the cake wasn't able to rise, and you weren't able to achieve the perfect texture of the cake. So, my advice to you is to focus and practice more on following the procedures in order for you to achieve the perfect texture of the cake. And moreover, please always remember to be more confident and patient in doing what you are doing. So, as a result, based on my observation to your performance, I have found that you are not yet competent for this unit of competency. So, but don't worry, you can still apply for the assessment. So if you have doubts about the results of the assessment, you have the right to appeal, and you may submit your appeal to our AC manager after the assessment. So, do you have any question with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that being said, kindly sign your cards and the rating sheet. Okay, can you sign the cards? If you don't have any question, you may now go back to the waiting area. Thank you so much. Thank you. Again, candidates, please stand by for an evaluation to be conducted by our Tesla representative. To those who passed the competency to the assessment, you have done a good job. So. And those who didn't able to pass the assessment, always remember that failure is not the end of the world, and you still have the chance to make yourself better. So with that being said, thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.